The Dallas Cowboys could be in need of some cornerback help come the beginning of the season, depending on how well Trayvon Diggs' recovery from an ACL tear continues this summer. Even with Diggs playing, there are question marks on the perimeter, where former Buffalo Bills first-round pick, ETIENNE, is currently listed as the starter as he attempts to kickstart what has been an underwhelming career to date. So it stands to reason that the team could use some help, or at least insurance, at the position group. And Christopher Knox at Bleacher Report believes that help could come in the form of a not-too-strange face, former cornerback, Stephon Gilmore. Given the Cowboys' injury concerns at cornerback, they should have interest in bringing back Gilmore. They met with him in April, and while Gilmore's visit didn't lead to a contract, the Cowboys didn't dismiss the idea of eventually signing him. Well, we are always looking to make our roster better, which is what I would say about any player, Vice President Stephen Jones said, per Garrett Podale of CBS Sports. What impact could Gilmore have on the Cowboys' secondary? Dallas had a very middle-of-the-road passing defense in 2024, allowing the 18th most passing yards per game, 218.1, in the midst of what was an overall mediocre 7-10 season. The secondary was certainly not the cause of teams' troubles, but it certainly did not help alleviate them. And Knox believes that whilst the former Defensive Player of the Year would not revolutionize the team's second level of the defense, he certainly could add stability to a unit that seems to be potentially rocky on paper. Even at 34, Stephon Gilmore remains a viable NFL starter. Knox notes, he started 15 games for the Minnesota Vikings this past season and 17 games for the Cowboys in 2023. He's a 5-time Pro Bowler who was also Defensive Player of the Year in 2019. Gilmore is not the ball hawk and top-tier cover corner he was early in his career. However, he's still an above-average defender. Pro Football Focus graded him 94th out of 222 cornerbacks last season, with good ball skills, 9 pass breakups in 2024, and a willingness to add run support. Teams should view Gilmore as a starter or high-volume rotational corner, though he may only command a 1-year deal. What are the roadblocks to adding Stephon Gilmore? The main issue for Dallas will be on the financial side of things. The Cowboys do have the 9th most cap space in the NFL in 2025, but much of that will be put aside for next season's rollover to help fund the contracts of Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, and in all likelihood, Micah Parsons. Gilmore received a 1-year, $7 million deal from the Vikings last offseason, but after a good but not great 2024, it is unlikely that teams will want to fish out to give the former All-Pro everything and more. If Dallas can find a way to sign Gilmore without breaking the bank, a deal in the ballpark of $3 million, then it could make sense for them to make a play for a defender they already have familiarity with to help bulk up the CB room. As we look at the Dallas Cowboys' current roster, we have a good idea of who most of the starters will be, or at least have an idea what the team's plan is at each position. Still, in a recent list by Mason Cameron of Pro Football Focus, he put together 10 preseason battles to watch, and 2 current positions from the Dallas Cowboys found themselves on that list. I have touched on both of these positions once or twice this offseason, but with everything going on and it being the summer, it does not hurt to revisit these, especially when others are talking about it. Running backs. The first of the Mason's preseason battles to watch, he talked about the Cowboys' running back room.
We all understand why.
Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders headline the competition, with rookies Jaden Blue and Phil Maffa aiming to carve out complementary roles, Cameron noted. The favorite should be Williams because he is younger and has more power to his game, but Sanders has been the more impressive player in off-season workouts, according to the folks who cover the Cowboys in person. Yet, I have even seen reports saying that Dallas might cut Williams. If both Williams and Sanders struggle during training camp and into the preseason, will the Cowboys explore outside options? I don't see the Cowboys looking for anyone else to come in and take this job. I think this team will roll with whomever they have on the roster when Week 1 gets here. Reports this week have come out about Najee Harris, but for me that is a hard pass. To me, the Cowboys did not want him when he signed with the Chargers for $5 million, so why would Dallas make a trade for him, pay him the money, and have to give up a pick? That won't happen. Edge defenders. The second of the 2 that made the top 10 list was the battle of the Cowboys' edge defenders. Dante Fowler Jr. versus Donovan Ezerwaka versus Peyton Turner versus Marshawn Kneeland versus Sam Williams. Dallas brought in former first-round picks Dante Fowler Jr. and Peyton Turner in free agency to compete with second-rounders Sam Williams and Marshawn Newland. They also drafted Ezeruaku in the second round of the 2025 draft. Fowler had 10.5 sacks last season with the Washington Commanders, making him the favorite to start. Still, there will be snaps for Newland and rookie Ezeruaku. It will also be hard to keep Williams off the field if he's at full strength following a torn ACL suffered in 2024. I like the Fowler move for the Cowboys. He is coming off a really productive year with Washington, but the rest are a question mark. For me, Turner seems like the odd one out, but we have seen weird things happen when it comes to the Cowboys, so I would not be surprised if he somehow worked out. Dallas will need a combination of everyone to be productive if they want to have a good showing in the first year under new defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus. If they can figure out the depth and Trevon Diggs returns healthy, I think the defense will be better than some people think. The rest of the summer will be an interesting one, but things will start to filter out once we get closer to the month of August. This offseason, the Dallas Cowboys embarked on a transformative journey aimed at revitalizing their running back core, signaling a strategic commitment to enhancing their ground game. By bringing in seasoned veterans Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders and reinforcing their future prospects with the addition of promising talents like Jaden Blue and Phil Maffa, the franchise is diligently working to fortify their backfield. Yet, with training camp on the horizon, the Cowboys continue to scout for opportunities to deepen their running back lineup. In their pursuit of greater stability and depth at the running back position, analysts have increasingly suggested that the Cowboys should consider a trade for Travis Etienne Jr., a dynamic talent currently with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Proponents of this move, including insightful voices in the football community, assert that inquiring about Etienne's availability could be a game-changing decision for Dallas. Given the uncertainties surrounding the performances of current leaders Williams and Sanders, both of whom have faced their share of challenges, adding Etienne to the mix could provide a much-needed injection of reliability. Entering his fifth NFL season, Etienne boasts an impressive record, having accumulated 2,691 rushing yards and 18 touchdowns over 49 games. While his rookie season in 2021 was overshadowed by injury, he rebounded strongly, showcasing his resilience and avoiding significant time away from the field in subsequent campaigns. His blend of explosive speed, sharp agility, and keen field vision positions him as an attractive asset for any team looking to strengthen its rushing attack. Strategic considerations for the Cowboys. Integrating a player of Etienne's caliber would undoubtedly reshape the Cowboys' offensive strategy. The persistent questions around the health and performance of their current running backs underscore the importance of adding a proven playmaker. Historically, the Cowboys have not shied away from bold trade moves that promise to elevate their roster, and the potential acquisition of Etienne could be a pivotal step in solidifying their offensive capabilities. As training camp approaches, the benefits of securing a well-rounded talent like Etienne become increasingly apparent. Such a decision could alter the Cowboys' offensive dynamics, providing them with a more balanced approach that complements their already potent aerial attack. By aligning their running game with their overall offensive strategy, the Cowboys could bolster their performance and amplify their chances of success in the upcoming season. Future directions. The Cowboys' quest for a dependable running back reflects a wider trend across the NFL, where franchises are progressing toward developing versatile and multidimensional offenses. The inclusion of Travis Etienne Jr. not only addresses immediate concerns, but potentially embodies a long-term commitment to cultivating a balanced offensive identity. As the offseason progresses and training camp draws near, the strategic choices regarding the running back position hold significant weight for the franchise. The opportunity to trade for Etienne symbolizes a potential inflection point, one that could shape the Cowboys' aspirations and define their offensive identity as they embark on their next campaign.